body on the ground. When I'm weak, yeah, you make me strong. So for you know I sing this song. Everybody hands up and sing it with me. We are something special, very special, something special. We are something special, very special, something special. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. Very special, no doubt. See when I tell you, what I tell you, no doubt. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. Where we going, where we going, where we going? We up and down, we all around. We going country, we going down. We going east, we going west. You know we friendship, it is the best. We up and down, we all around. We going country, we going down. We going down to the gum, 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 to the gum. We are something special, very special, something special. We are something special, very special, something special. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. Very special, no doubt. See when I tell you, what I tell you, no doubt. See when I tell you, when I tell you, no doubt. I tell you, when I tell you, what I tell you. I say what I tell you, when I tell you. I mean it when I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you, what I tell you, when I tell you. I mean it when I tell you, what I tell you. I telling you what I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you, what I tell you, what I tell you, what I tell you, when I tell you, when I mean it.
This one is a classic, pretty graphic. Look out for the track. She don't want no man, but she insisted, persisted. Then I just couldn't resist it. She told me that she had my name listed, so the skirt unlifted. You know we insanely gifted. She wanna be roughed up, non-stop, fucked up, no one pop. She want the mix song, no one drop. No, we shouldn't be dealing. I can't find the feeling I'm feeling. Precious, you know, you know.
Baby, I want you come on with me. I got this feeling. I want you cool it down for me.
I'll do that.
Baby, I want you come on with me. I got this feeling. I want you cool it down for me.
I'll do that.
Oh, what a pity in my life. The boy I really want is not mine. God is home with child and wife, but I can't stop what I feel inside. We're together, we don't think about her. In fact, we leave her to be by my side. What should I do? You know I feel you. This is crazy between you and me, baby, baby, oh baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This feeling, I want you to come and cool it down for me. I want you to come on with me. I got this feeling, I want you to cool it down for me.
I know.
My friends them say precious insane. The way I have you up in my brain.
Don't mind now.
Knowing that when you done with me, you going back to your home with she. Sometimes I see her, but I don't hate her, 'cause it's not her fault. We are the ones doing wrong. What should I do? You know I'm feeling you. This is crazy between you and me, baby, baby, oh baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This feeling, I want you to cool it down. I want you to come on with me. I got this feeling, I want you to cool it down. I say what a bum bum. How me getting this jam in love with another woman, man. I say what a bum bum. Oh Lord, what a bum bum. How me getting this jam in love with another woman, man. I say what a bum bum.
Yeah, girl, baby, on the low. I don't tell you that nobody ever know. It's only you understand my flow. Why the you want buggy nice too. On your maps, get ready, girl, boo. Why we can't keep the thing on the low? I don't tell you that nobody ever know. It's only you understand why flow. Girl, come let me go tell you you have any man. And you don't know that I got a woman. I wouldn't treat you like no one night stand. We not take no slam bam tang to madam. Girl fighting over we like Bush and Saddam. Hook that on the metric, she fall down madam. Ladies don't say them don't know who I am. Bad boy Mr. Mendes from the Treason Clan. Mr. Good Slam.
Baby, you're my sweet, for my sweet, sugar for my honey. You know I like it when you work with me. Sweet for my sweet, sugar for my honey. You know I like it when you work with me. You're watching up my waistline, it's like you want to hold me tonight. Sweet, I like it, sweet. I wonder if I give you, if you could keep up with me tonight. Sweet, I like it, sweet. Baby, the way I'm whining, the way you're moving, I'm feeling something. Just give it to me, yes, give it to me, boy. I'm feeling sexy, and I know you want me. So come and give me, because you know I like it. Sweet, sweet, I like it, sweet. Give me that, sweet, I like it, sweet. Baby, sweet, sweet, I like it, sweet. Give me that, sweet, I like it, sweet. Baby, when you hold me, I could feel you inside me, so sweet. I like it, sweet. And I could do this with you all the time until I go old. Sweet, I like it, sweet. Baby, the way you groove me, the way you move me, baby, you soothe me. Just give it to me, just give it to me. Cause see when you inside, you drive me real wild. You have a root style, so give it to me, just give it to me. Cause sweet, I like it, sweet. Give me that, sweet, I like it, sweet. You're so sweet, sweet, I like it, sweet. Give me that, sweet, I like it, sweet. Baby, when you give it to me, work on my body like a real stallion. Give it to me, yes, all night long. Anyhow you give me, just work it, baby, work it, boy. Cause when I'm with you, me love all the silly little things that you do. If you say one, then me can't say two. Tell me now who can do it like you, just tell me now. Boy, the way you freak me makes me feel sexy. I know you want me, baby, give it to me. You have a root style to drive me real wild. You make me so hot, baby, give it to me.
Just because I could do it. Just because I feel like it. Double dose of me.
So let me hear now. You can do that still?
Double dose of me.
You can make that still? How much takes so you take?
I want take. I want take. Big up to Shell Shock, God rest your soul.
Shell Shock was your last time rapper. Now precious again.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good
and of
afternoon.
course, the wider world. How
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
guys doing on the outside? It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful looking day, at least from where we sit, because from what I understand, some parts of the island is overcast and there's rain, or there was rain, so I don't know what's going on now. What's going on with you?
I did, just listening to all your songs. I realize you have albums.
As you go today is a day I'm feeling to play my own songs.
Yes.
So after dropping the dash and I dropping the fair new songs, by the way.
Yeah,
I say,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
My song and them ain't new, but I
Yeah.
feel to play them.
No,
so
but
play them.
I'll tell you this, and I don't like to hype you up because, right? But however, these songs could play today,
Yeah.
and stand up,
Yeah.
It's not no Mickey Mouse behind all here. You know, you just hear quality in music, and you hear if somebody record a song next to the bed. Not these songs.
No.
These songs could stand
I
up.
worked with some of the best.
Yeah.
Some
You
of
know,
the
with
best.
the
I
best
worked
yet,
with.
but
Big out to my mom. You know, long my mom asked me to play that one.
and TV.
The Sweet.
When
It's
you
one of her
making Korea
favorites.
again.
It's one of our favorites. Good afternoon, guys. How are you doing on the outside? Paul, what's with all these red flags?
Yes.
What's this
because
red flag
we
thing? Though?
started-
Everybody posting red
Yes.
flags on social media.
Yes.
As he does bring out a song with red flags.
Yeah. Red
What's
flags.
this red flag thing about?
Red flags is for you to be aware and to stay away from certain people.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. But where that came from, though? I just...
But I know you think it's gonna-
Everybody with this red flag thing, they lost.
Yeah, if you have one of Jordan's, red flag.
If you have 2 cell phones, red
Red
flag.
flag. If it's a DJ on radio, red
Red
flag.
flag.
Especially for relationships, this is for, right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, especially for
So let's do our roll call. Well,
Hey.
like we said, Paul on the inside. Paul, what's going on? You get a break from your studies?
Yeah, Paul studying, you know.
Political science.
I hope you when you studying that, Right. Annette is here.
Hi, Annette. How are you?
Mm-hmm.
Verlene?
Berlin.
Have I heard that name before?
Berlin wasn't here.
Verlene? Serious?
Yeah, Verlene
That
is
sounds like a
busy,
new
yeah.
name to me. Ben. Ben all the way out there in Toronto.
Ben again.
Toronto. Beautiful Toronto.
Ben, how you going? We have done, huh?
Hi, Dons.
I like that lady.
Yeah, when you want people good, they don't call them by their whole name.
So
now,
you
just
know
pick
that,
it
huh?
up.
You
Hi,
know that.
Dons.
You know that, huh?
No.
So, catch yourself. You had that pitch marbles?
You see, Anthony now, I'll call Anthony Tony.
Eh?
Yeah.
You know Anthony.
I don't know Anthony.
Who is this?
Tekla.
We go to
Yeah,
contact
I
her.
mean, all them syllables when they could just say text.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Text. We're going on text.
Yeah.
Uncle Leslie out there in Florida.
Hey,
Uncle
Florida.
Leslie, how your produce going? Is Cayman? Is Cayman?
Cayman.
No
Them
Cayman.
Cayman and them eating.
They leaving your pak choy and your bhaji and your
I said that Cayman up there eating pak choy and thing. First time I know Cayman. Anyhow,
the crocodile.
crocodile.
Love going on to Marion. Marion is loving my sexy animal prints.
So listen.
Papalapsoi. New York is unbelievably hot.
Okay.
Wow, that really unbelievable, you know. Because you see all around this time, so temperature don't drop. It making chilly.
Yeah.
There's a time now where you're wearing
But
light
I certain
jacket.
part of NY out because I spoke to someone.
Who you talk to? Who you talk to?
Well, that, but I tell
Who
you.
you talk to? George?
Nah, not judge. I talked to judge management.
Okay, and she said it was what? Cold?
Yeah, again, like cool. So me, you know.
Oh.
Hey, Peggy's here, though.
Hi, Pegs.
Yeah, way. Peggy. Janet.
Janet is on the inside. Sean saying, what's up?
What's up, all?
And when you see people typing captions, I mean they're shouting.
They're shouting. What are you shouting
We
for?
hear you, Sean. You don't need to caps.
Is that right?
Carpa Chima in the house. My friend Philip, preacher, nah?
Yeah,
Preacher
picture.
in the house.
I have nothing to say, preacher.
Preacher,
I've been very
preacher
quiet.
said he preparing the pork ribs for me.
Yeah, everything for you. And you get Bluetooth already?
Yeah, I get my
Yeah,
Bluetooth headset.
Yeah. Nothing to say, preacher.
Donna, which is different from the other Dons, locked on from Lovers Lane in San Juan.
Oh,
People
yeah,
up there must be a real love boy. Lovers
Yeah.
Lane.
Sour. What was that sour?
Lovers Lane.
Where lovers living so?
Sour.
Okay, Larry.
Look up to Vince. Vince is locked on from Houston, Texas.
Oh, yes. And of course,
Brooklyn in the house. Brooklyn, what going on? It hot or it cold or it chilly? And when my parang boy?
Is that why Kyle laughing? Kyle, you got a joke?
Why you laughing?
Somebody tickling you?
Brooklyn, when my parang, Christmas is right around the corner, man. How much more there? 60 something?
60
And in the parang, so I can sing it down for Robert to build my meat.
Yeah. And Uncle Lennox.
Which is different from the other Lennox. Remember I told you there's
Yes,
Uncle
Lennox.
No, it's Uncle Leslie and Lennox.
Wait.
Oh gosh.
It's
Lennox wants to hear I Will Have a Blue Christmas Without You by Elvis Presley.
We'll line that up for you tomorrow. That's one like a slow one.
Althea, love going out to Althea. Love going out to, well, Takla, we big you up already. Lestra is in the house. Brooklyn saying it's 72.
Oh,
that right? For New York in during this time?
72?
Wow. Peggy saying 77 in Atlanta. Beautiful weather. I've been to Atlanta, really, really nice state.
Well, again, it's up on the weather.
Yeah.
So thank God.
And good afternoon to Margaret.
Yeah.
Margaret Villafana.
And
Veronica, who has my mom's name. Love going out to you, Veronica George.
All
right, weatherman Brooklyn. We don't need to know what tomorrow, but this morning was it 72 already. I want my parang nice boy. Let me know what temperature this morning was.
You want to be a weatherman?
Andy!
Wait, that Andy the caller?
Yeah, Andy in the house.
Well, still any comment side of things. Reginald Rose.
Let's go over to YouTube and pick up Reginald Rose, Arlie, Kevin, the reformist who's always on the inside.
Oh yes.
Goff. Love going out to the Queen, also to Diane, to Sean, Charles, Portia in the house, Rena, everybody on the YouTube and everybody on the Facebook.
Big up all listen.
Sean saying, let we hear Scrunta.
Share the life, you know.
Share the life. Love going out to Allison. Allison is out there in New Jersey. You know what I love about these people who will literally tune into us?
What do you love about them?
They could be doing anything.
They would still log on.
They're logging on.
Nah, them.
We appreciate that.
We really appreciate that.
Especially them people in foreign Atlanta and New Jersey and Brooklyn and thing.
You don't feel bite up? I'll leave it.
Like a shilling?
Yeah.
Shilling and no value. Me feeling like no shilling.
What you feeling like, a dollar bill?
A dollar no value neither.
100?
100 ain't even no value.
Bitcoin?
You break $100, you might even get back change.
You feel like I get precious. You feel like precious.
Long time you have $100, you feel like you have money.
Yeah. Now it does.
No, $100 like a dollar.
Nothing. You're going to negotiate frightened.
Beam, but I ain't going to negotiate $100. What coming out with?
You're frightened.
A small piece of cheese, so you can hardly see it.
No, that might be 100.
A small pack of rice, so you can hardly see it.
Yeah. Why?
Look at that now.
Beloved.
Read it.
Read
it. Waste the time for read no comment. Thanks, Allison.
Is that why?
So what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago right about now?
Well, I see the bombing stop, but you know the agendas behind all these things.
Apart from the politics, because Sharon and Bruce just talk about politics on mornings, and Google has come with politics, and Aisha has come with politics. So we know you all lack no knowledge where politics is concerned. What else? We know you lack no knowledge.
I love that.
Where politics is concerned. But what else?
I still open at school.
What else is happening in Trinidad and Tobago?
You lack no knowledge on the political road.
But I mean, what else is going on?
What else is going on?
Especially for the people who listening in foreign.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, let them know that there are good things happening in Trinidad outside of politics now.
A lot of entertainers, such as DJs and...
They're coming back home?
Yeah, they're coming back home.
Because Miami would have been the last carnival.
Yeah.
So but it's a pity they can't prepare for Trinidad carnival.
Yes.
Well,
virtual.
Virtual is nothing.
Our stage is coming back, right? So let me pay.
Iowa stage is Iowa stage. I mean that fill in the gap for the real carnival.
Yeah.
But I'm talking the real carnival. We ain't having nothing.
No big truck, nothing. No loud decibels out there.
That's crazy. Well, let me take some calls since Brooklyn can't wait for me to say we head into the phone lines. Good afternoon.
Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn? Hello?
Is on his side.
Good afternoon, Robert and Precious. How are you doing?
Good afternoon.
I am blessed and highly flavored. This afternoon I think I take in coconut.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
What's going on with you?
Everything that is happening in the world, is nice to just have a good feelings. That's, Happiness is the greatest thing you could have, eh?
Amen.
You know. Oh,
What going on with you?
I was smiling. But Precious and Robert, you know what come to I good. You know, I hear I was locked on, you know, on work but locked on. When supervisors pass, I go make sure they can't hear my headphones at all. But I locked on, I listening, anything. So Precious and Robert, you know what I was looking at as a very, very good idea and something that you and Precious seeing that all this show is you know, although the politics is jumping here and there, but without politics, when we're talking about, you know, development and, you know, things to do with the youth. You know, you and Robert, after this whole SOE and thing finish out, you know what I feel you all could push as a drive and try to bring a kind of like start something from the radio station right there, you and Robert, and people like Sister Jenny too, who I know, she in politics, but she's a woman who could be a very good speaker to the youths and them, like somebody that the youth could listen to and look up to, right? If you could just have like a youth rally in order to kind of, you know, get the youth's attention, because
I hear you.
I see little community leaders and I'm trying to think, but you know, them doesn't only try to think for a community. I'm talking about a Trinidad and Tobago international youth rally to bring the youths and them out for one day, either to the savannah or something, and have people throughout the day speak to them about developing themselves and like keep telling them who they really are. They are the future tomorrow. And if they don't know themselves, we will always have problems with the youth, and it's getting worse. So if you could start something somewhere, and it don't have to do nothing with politics. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, we have people in Trinidad and Tobago who, once we could put them on a platform and have them speak to these youths, in in a big way, I think it could start. That could start by changing, you know, the direction they're going in and kind of bringing them back on the days. I just listened to Sister Jenny, all the politics thing, but she's a very educated woman, and it have others that's called this station that we could also use to help, you know, bring them youth and them, pull them youth and them back on the right direction. Mommy Sauce, good afternoon to you. You too could come out and talk, because you know a lot about, you know, how to talk to these youths, you know, our mother, to the community of Second Caledonia, and you know, everybody know, you know, Mommy Sauce. But again, we need to try to get to these youths, man, because it has hurt me, because I come from in these areas, and it has hurt me to see that a lot of older elderly people turn their back and say the youth and them is just destructive and this. But we have to figure out
Brooklyn,
that way where we could help for them. And not just money, help that everybody say they want money. Sometimes they just need that love, that they need to know that there's people out there that love them still,
Yeah,
to
just
bring
to
them
sit
on the
and
right
talk
track.
with them
Precious
and
and
listen.
Roberts, have a good afternoon.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Yeah, thanks for your contribution.
I love it.
And what I would say to communities, or let's step up before they have a pans here and it wasn't functioning, because I'm seeing certain panyards, you know, practicing. I passed by All Stars the other day, and I saw All Stars jamming. I don't know if they were on a late tour or whatever, but you know, we could social distance in panyards and in community centers, and you know, that helped me a lot, you know. Talking from experience.
Because you was sort of born into the music because of your dad. Right?
Yeah, and then
But I mean, let's take Andy. Good afternoon, Andy. Oi.
Good afternoon, yeah.
Good day.
Rabbi!
Whoa. Hey, Andy,
How can we help you?
after the best.
Feeling a little miserable this evening.
Yeah, I
feeling
realize. Did any man say you feeling miserable?
So you're back out of work then?
Nah.
Don't let the boss say that, though.
Yeah, because you're talking better.
Well, better.
And I'm feeling much better than I was feeling, but I'm still getting some body pains.
Papa, you sure it's not that you are? For 3 weeks now you home.
Careful, you know.
Nah, I was home, but
Solid
working from
stream.
home too.
Or you're working from home?
Yeah, so you know. But other than that, I'm feeling much better.
Okay.
However, guys, how the second, what the caller was saying just now, you see, we have, to me, we no longer have communities stepping out. You know, for too many times we are so comfortable between the walls. You know, we no longer have even some churches, we no longer have the so-called pastors, you know, the so-called ministers coming out, and I'm talking about across the board. You know, we need not just the younger folks, but we need the older heads to really come out and go and sit with youths at the end of the day. It's not just about the money aspect, but most of them need love. And it comes, let me tell you something, the best person to show that love is the older person, a fatherly figure. You know, somebody that they could look up to. Many times we have youths that don't even speak because of the hurt that they have bottled up inside. And a lot of times it's not even the counselor, the psychologist could get through to them. Right? Because all they operate from is from literally, let's say, book sense. Right? But at the end of the day, nothing or nobody could get through to somebody who is hurted, more or less, than a father or a mother. And be that I'm speaking across the board, a fatherly figure or a motherly figure. And it takes somebody with experience, somebody with empathy, not just to just talk down, but to listen. You know, and we fail across the board. We fail across the board because a lot of times, most of us, they just concentrate on the offering basket. And I mean, just being me and straight across the board, we no longer have ministers coming out and doing what's supposed to be done. They concentrate on getting in the air-conditioned cars and just driving past the youths on the block. You know, I mean, take off the soft pants, take off the long-sleeve shirt, put on a jeans, and go and sit next to them. Come down to their level, you know, and you would see how much they would open up towards you and others. Locked on and listening, guys. Reach home safe.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Andy. Blessings.
And I like the road we're going now, right? I love the road. What I would say is, guys, and Precious, I don't know if you will second this, but nothing beats passion. Nothing beats passion, because when I was growing up in Gonzales, which is part of Laventil, part of Belmont, in the middle, Corey Street, everything, I had all the criminal elements was right there. I knew all the bad boys. I knew all the leaders, all the community leaders. I knew them all. Right? My cousins and them was indulging in certain things. However, nothing beats passion. So I remember I was in my yard, and we had a little pan in my yard, and I was playing that pan, right? So I drew C from the letter, because I knew C was a note on the pan below, and I went C straight around to Z, and a guy out in the road passed and said, "Hey, you put the whole alphabet on the pan. You must come up in the pan here, and I will show you how this note's really supposed to be."
This was an older person.
Yeah,
older. Was a child.
Yes, in my yard, and he seen me drawing on the pan, and he said that to me. And when I went up, them started to show me do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and I started to play pan. Then I went to play drums in the back, and then I started playing on stage for Panorama. And then that went to Best Village.
You have identified to me what I grew up knowing as a community leader.
Yeah.
To me, what we calling community leaders now.
It's not community.
They're not. Look at the story you just told.
Truly.
You have a old pan in your yard.
A old pan.
And all you know is the note C.
Yeah.
And this older person passing and saw you as a little boy playing with this pan and say, "Oh, come up in the pan
yard, yeah.
And look at where you are now."
And he was not on money or anything.
Yeah.
And he just had all. I remember it like yesterday. It was a set of us just playing pan and dodo pan, everything, and we playing and we feel like we was in something, and we just playing do, re, mi, fa. That's what we playing, no? But we feel like we was in something.
Let's take this call from Canada. Good afternoon.
Hey, Precious, good afternoon. How you going?
Good afternoon to
Good
you.
afternoon.
How are you?
Good afternoon, Robert. How you going?
Good.
This is Toronto here. How you going?
Toronto in the house. How is Toronto?
It was a little sunny this morning, but it started to get chilly.
Oh, wow.
okay.
And watch now, I hear Canada cold different, you know.
A little chilly now. Huh?
Yeah, I heard Canada cold different from the US cold, you know.
Oh, yeah, man. You put it in a long john, it's very cold, yeah?
What going on?
I could understand, listening, and I miss all the programs on this thing. I listen past that because there because my app on the what I use to go about with anywhere I'm going, it's not working. So my little IT specialist in the house here, he hooked back up to YouTube and stuff. So
Okay.
I have to go now. So I listen past Google earlier. I couldn't get in. Now you guys come in and you really look precious online, yeah.
We're telling
That's
yourself.
why they call it precious. Eh?
Thank you.
You look very lovely.
All right, no.
Thank you.
I just took on that man point of view.
Yeah.
But don't dwell too
Don't
much.
study.
I mean, I have a good program there where to talk about the youth. And,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
You know, as the last caller said, some of the pastors and them in the community, they don't need to get in jeans too. They need to put in a short pants and walk around and talk to youth, hug the youth, ask them after how they're going. You understand? Because, when I was growing up, I had my grandfather as a role model, and he wasn't that easy.
Yes. Hello?
I learned a lot because here happening. He used to build boats, build house and different things. He used to have us right there with him. So we had time to go and play the fools out.
Play the fool.
Play the fool outside. You understand? So I know. I live around Bartaria and I live around Gonzales, and you're walking up Corey Street there, and you're seeing the youth and them, you're talking to them. You say hi. How you going? You understand? But we don't have that today, man. We don't have that today.
Yeah.
We some of the people the elders need to come out and talk to youth. All they need somebody to talk to them and guide them,
Yeah. True.
You understand?
So true.
Because, I'm seeing, I'm in Toronto here, you're seeing young youths too.
Yeah.
Some of them on drugs, boy. It just hurt me, boy. Sometimes I go into the street, boy, and I see them. They asking me for money, but I don't give them money. I just say, you know what's happening? I will take you to Tim Hortons or take you to McDonald's and buy you something to eat. I'm not going to give you money because I know what you're going to do with the money.
Yeah.
You understand? But anyhow, good program as ever. And you guys have good people who come out and share good stuff on the radio and stuff. So it's nice to know
Thank
they go. It's a good place. I know Trinidad is a good place.
Thank you.
So, Precious and Robert, I looked on this thing. You know me, I wouldn't be a stranger anymore. Okay, I'm not a stranger.
Don't be a stranger.
don't.
Do not
Please
be a
don't.
stranger. And
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much
calling.
for your call. We truly appreciate it.
And Precious, this conversation is touching me. First time, I'm Mama Ganya. I feel so emotional on the program today because
Don't cry.
oh my God, listen to me, right? Most youth men out there, they don't know where to start. You understand what I'm saying? They get caught up in the badness and they don't know how to come out. They don't know where to start. They don't know. They're just
lost.
They're just lost. And I was, the father. I always praise the Most High. He handpicked me. Right, I would say. That's why I just go back in the community and help and try to assist. Right? But they don't know where to start, Precious. And the contribution that Brooklyn gave, Andy gave, leaders, pastors, or the other talk to mentors. We need mentor for black young men out there
because they don't have that.
They don't have that, and they
And
really
who they're looking
some
up
of them
to do have their best interests at
yes, some of them really want to come out.
Yeah.
They're fearful for the life.
Yeah.
Who wanted it? Let's be real all there.
Because
Who
once you're
wanted
in
it?
it already, it's hard to come out.
It's hard to come out. So when you get tired up, that is it. Yeah, that's how to condition your mind now. All right, I will defend it. I will defend this life because that is all I'm saying.
Roberto Bedo is saying the parents caused that situation. They curse you and say, who is you to tell my child anything? Take Uncle Lennox now.
Hey,
Uncle Lennox?
Not Uncle Lennox.
also Leslie.
Oh God, Uncle Leslie.
Florida,
Too much L. Uncle Leslie from Florida. I seen your
L?
picture, I know, so I know who I'm
Where's
talking
this
to.
one?
Oh gosh, too much L's. What's going on?
I just hanging out here looking at you and Roberto.
Whoa.
The Caymans and Butter in here today, though.
Crocodile them.
Nah, the guys, when you see the guys pass and cut the grass here, those goners hide, boy.
Oh.
And you know, goners like they go to church on Saturday and Sunday, they don't come out at all, you know.
Listen, they must be
But you
celebrating
ain't easy.
I'm
Sabbath.
serious. Yeah, so, you know.
Yes.
I listen all the thing going down there in Trinidad in the youth, but everything changed, as I always say, from the late 70s going right back. You understand? Because what happening in Trinidad is that a lot of young people start to have kids,
Right.
and the whole thing turned upside down, you know. Because I remember as a kid, and my 4 children born and go to school in Lab until my daughter went to Success. And in 1985, I said, look, I see the big change that coming in Trinidad, so I get out of town.
You're not out,
You know,
Papa.
right now, my daughter who went to Success, she have a PhD and a BA right now, you know. My kids
Nice.
done well. But, you know, because I saw the change that coming in Trinidad, the change, and it changed drastically from the late 70s right up the road.
Yeah.
You understand?
So
Because the young people wasn't listening to the elders no more. But long ago, if you play the fool on the block, some elder person pass and say, hey, what you doing? You know, and you pull up. But that can't, no, what? No, when I see in Trinidad, you can't talk to nobody children long, after the 70s going up there.
The parents encourages a
Because
lot.
the culture change, the culture.
Yeah, the person coming, the parents coming to curse you out.
Yeah.
Why you talking to my, and that is the whole change. I heard Robert talking, when I was small, I wanted to be pan. And my cousin had some pan under the house, the guy from in the countryside.
Yeah.
And I have to get out of that place there before my mother come home. Because you can't be no pan man. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, so before the 70s, everything was strict. Children listen to the parents, but after the 70s, you know, children don't care about the parents because parents behaving like the children, they're not giving them the proper example. You understand? When you see some parents dress, how the children could follow their example. And people always get angry with me and they said, it's not the parents' fault. My point of view is the parents' fault. If you plant a tree on the ground and it start to grow, just how you bend that tree, it will keep growing the way you bend it, you know. You understand? I'm not saying that when children go out there, they don't follow. Some kids weak, they follow, you know, peer pressure and they do stupidness. But if you get a good foundation from home, beginning,
always say that too,
trust me,
you
will follow the lead. Because as I told you, my children grew up in Laventille. You understand? And I see all kind of things in Laventille. But in those days, people respect the elders. But after the 70s, nobody care about nobody, children, and you know, and this kind of thing, and that's the problem. What happened in Trinidad and in Laventille? Because after the 70s, everybody don't give a two damn of who do what and who do what. But Robert, you is a good example. You could give the youth something there to look up to.
Yeah.
You know, and Precious, you too. You know, people looking at you. the young people need role model. People who look up at, oh my God, look how Precious reading the news. Look how Precious doing this. I want to be like that.
Yeah.
Look at Robert. Robert, good, arranging I'm thinking for I1. And, you know, this is what they don't have in Trinidad. And if you check, in the parliament, who the children could look up as role model? Because people, they're talking so much of garbage, and this is the point. Long ago, you could have said, man, I want to be a Eric William. I want to be a this one. You can't do that no more. It's hard. It's hard for the children to look up to get role model in Trinidad because so much of craziness, and that's the problem down there. Well, boy, I'm sorry, but I hope it change. But right now, I'm looking at the blue skies with a little cloud, and it's a little chill up here with the sun shining bright. And you and Roberto looking good there. I'm looking at you all. Smile, Precious. Smile, Robert.
On a 75-inch.
Don't look so bad. Better days are coming, Robert. It will change.
Look out for the crocodile.
We got to start with the young ones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Uncle.
So you all have a good one.
Blessings.
And I'm lock on and listening.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Blessings.
All right. Bye-bye.
You know,
Uncle Leslie watching us on the big 75-inch, you know.
I have a question to ask.
What question is that?
Who was your role model coming up? When you was coming up?
If I tell you my role model was my parents.
That's a great question to put out in the atmosphere.
My role model was really, really my parents. I saw my dad work so hard to take care of his family.
Wow.
You understand? My mom used to work before she met my dad and got married and had me. And she said from the time, they got married and she got pregnant with me, Daddy said he don't want her working. But I mean, of course, back in those days, could I do that? He said, no, I want you home taking care of my children. And he was the breadwinner. So my dad worked hard. Everybody know, because people listening to me since 2007 when I started working. Everybody know I born and grew in Laventille. And I saw, my dad, and I heard stories as well. Daddy built our house from scratch with his bare hands because he was into construction, taking bank every afternoon. He come home from work. If I tell you this story, up to the other day, my mom telling me this story when they started to build our home. But I want to put all mommy business out there.
Auntie V,
but I just say now, and you see, my generation had role models that you could look up to. From the music.
To the politics.
To the politics. To parenting.
Yeah.
We had positive things to look up to. Now, from the music.
But there's a question I want to ask the listeners. Listeners, when you're calling, tell us, who was your role model?
Let me take a call. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Precious.
Good afternoon.
Wait, Robert. Who was your role model, St. James?
Oh Lord, Precious in reality and the truth in life, brother. And that's exactly what the guy from Florida now called it. All start your first role models are to be a parent. And what we have, if you have poor parents continuously making poor decisions and poor lifestyle, what do you expect them to what minds expect them to mold? That the their mind was molded. Alright. I've been a 70s child. First we had to look at the historical thing. Drugs mash up the black community. Right? In the 70s and the 80s, the community leaders, right, all about 2/4 million to Trinidad was the former principal, teacher, fireman, policeman, soldier, public servant. They were people with some kind of pedigree. And these people in the community, either they were doing the homework, they said their mother sent. Well, my street in St. James, we had about 4 or 5 teachers, all were female and black women. Right? We had the former Coast Guards, and they was feel like a family. They are supposed to be in the community. Right? And these were drugs came in and started to infiltrate the community in a big way.
Right.
Especially the black community. Right? And the value system.
Lord have mercy.
It come like simple. Robert, you see, Robert, even though that the guy come and told you can't be the pan, right? Pan by week. Right? The elders.
Yeah.
The police come and play some pan and not start. Bam, 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 bam. right? I was Harvard's coaching clinic. I still had a certificate after 30-something years. Henry Eli, all them guys inside of there. Going down to Harvard with your piper class. You know the piper class? The piper class,
Your flappers?
Your rubber slippers?
Your rubber ding? The dingers.
They can't put on shoes and you tuck in your hand with your sock. And you're going to St. Mary's grounds. Right, because who got my mom was the kind of mom that she never used to stop her children from doing anything so long as it's positive.
Yeah.
Right, you had the smokers, you had the drugs around, whatever, you couldn't outside to infiltrate the community. But the community leaders shift in the black community.
True.
You can't expect positive from negative. And that's where the whole thing started to fall down. And the integrity in the black community started to wane. Who run with this money here? And then you had a strong program under NAR, Eric Williams, where they empower the community centers. They always have netball, small goal, basketball, all these little things. So you head into what the One Road Youth Center to register a competition. Right? So the youths always were active. Right? The guys would come and elders, and I told you, the retirees.
Yeah.
They push the youths in that direction. So the community leaders in the black community have changed. And we keep trying to blame governments. There's not government. All the opportunities there, and we want to know why they take them. Because the appearance and the leaders in the community, because of crime, everybody pull back into the home. Trust and faith. You lack of trust and faith in the communities. So everybody pull back. Because it's pervert, it's rape a man, it's push a man, it's bandit, it's thief, it's all kind of things. So everybody pull back. Self-preservation first.
Yeah.
People fear for their lives, people fear for the children who interfere with children. It's all kind of nonsense who pushing marijuana, sticking the children. It's simple, especially the parents. They come like Indian brethren up on my side. Them have little money, right? He didn't love a piece of weed, right? He died now. He didn't love a weed, right?
He didn't love a weed.
He didn't love the weed. What's wrong with that? When his woman get pregnant with his son, you know he told me he stopped smoking weed. He pulled back from that going and buying me back for shaman. Because he realized now he was going to have a little youth now, and I don't want him to grow up seeing his father always have a piece of weed sticking him out and always smoking and understand that because I am his exemplar now.
Yeah.
He take the responsibility for his son to feel that that's the right way to go. And 20, 30 years later, he went to his graduation in his university in the States. He was no brilliant youth man, but the son never pushed a marijuana stick in his mouth. So, such as I as well. So what I'm saying is we have to stop making, people now facing reality now, because crime started to touch everybody now. It was all government, now everybody know, you're making excuses now and all that. Now they're coming now and saying it's parenting. And all the crime that's going on is you people responsible. They have to blame. They don't want no opportunities. And it's got to start in the family life. And that's why it's pressure. They have to start making excuses and face the reality. And that's the reality of life, that we have to step back up in the black community. They get a little AGC house. You lighting fire in the back of the house. One in rubbish, garbage passing 5 days a week. Your music turn up to max. All hours in the night, people can't sleep. Right? It's all kind of decadence. It's have 100,000 people plus one house. You get one, you don't realize that, okay, let me change my style of living. Let me have consideration and discretion for other people. Right? You take the same behavior you had when you was there and bring it into a new community. There's a big man and a big woman. You must understand what you're doing is wrong. I don't have to turn my music up to max all hours in the night. People can't sleep. They have to call police. You're garbage passing 5 days a week. You're heaping up leaves in the back. It's a little garbage bag and a little grocery bag. You can put your little rubbish in and put it out. So the simple little things, boy. We had to stop. We had to face the reality as a people.
Yes.
Right? And as I said, the youth, the elders in my community, my father was neither there or there.
Wow.
He didn't love the rum shop. But it had the other people,
Yeah.
the elders, to catch you. And there wasn't a man, it wasn't a man in the corner selling weed that involved in all the positive to end up it simple, then outweigh the negative pressures. In that time, no, the negative
outweigh the positive.
And I don't want everybody pull back because of crime and fear of that. So people, as I say, are glad to hear talk show hosts and people and certain callers who are defending what is government to blame, now realizing it has to do with parenting and stop shirking your responsibility and take up your responsibility in the low life that people live in and the decadence.
Yeah.
And this pandemic show people is about people is rap. All day is rap, all day they cussing, all day obscene language inside and out. People, it's our own special way mother cussing in front of little children. Obscene language is like a normal language in front of the plane. Stink. All day they cussing. What child is expect to groom? Cussing too. Right? And that's acceptable. And then when you come outside, you wash your mouth and you pretend that you're the nicest person in the area. So at the end of the day, we had to face up to responsibilities. Pressure only give me something from Charlene Flores now. Right? I will take some from Sherry. Pressure just said it right. My father was not my role model, but there were people in the community of all races that were my role model.
Hey,
you wanted to be somebody. Harbor's Close and Clay was there. Aldred Youth Center was there. Mokrapo Grounds, St. Mary's Grounds, all them grounds was there. And all the girls in the area like to see the boys sweat. So I never involved myself in no drugs because they ain't sweating and posing. I didn't know quarter from no police. Somehow women pressures like to see all the men sweating. So I turned to sport.
Yeah.
So simple.
I know start to do a little gym the other day. Nonetheless, hey, I want to big up
James.
I want to big up Stefan.
Hi, Stefan.
Philip. Of course, he's saying my grandfather was my motivator because he was a driver for Eric Williams after he became the first principal at San Juan Primary School. He made sure that all his children as well as grandchildren study so that we can be something in society.
Nice.
Stefan, Philip, big up yourself.
Yeah,
and today,
long time we had role models to look up to.
And Stefan today, he's a big engineer, a big technician.
Big up yourself, Stefan.
Yes.
Hey guys, you can become the $6 million man or woman. The Lotto Plus jackpot has rolled to an estimated $6 million. Rebuild your bank account with superhuman wealth. Go faster in your new sport car. Jump higher into your infinity swimming pool and see clearer from the balcony of your new house. Do it all with an amazing $6 million plus. If you match 5 numbers, you can win $50,000. Enjoy bionic winnings. Get your tickets for Wednesday's $6 million Lotto Plus jackpot draw. And remember, winners always play Lotto Plus. It's 2:57. We're going to pay some bills really quickly. When we come back around, we read up more of your comments. If you send WhatsApp, we'll read them as well and play your voice notes if there is any. And we come back with your requests and, of course, entertainment news coming up after the ads, all right? So y'all keep it locked.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. Or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
At Green Dot, We're making it easier for you with the all-new G.Dot Customer Portal. Get 24/7 access to your account from all your smart devices. View your account status, see your active services and hardware, view your balance, pay your bills, set up recurring payments, and more. Simply visit gd.tt today and register with your account number and email address to access this service. The all-new G.Dot Customer Portal. It's just one of the ways Green Dot is making it easier for you. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
There's only one way to start your week right, and that's with Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Thursday morning at 9:10 a.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. Tune in on Thursday and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. It's time that you live.
Hi, this is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases that affect you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Well Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 91 Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM. Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the VNR show. My name is Precious, and of course, my co-host, Robert. Roberto is not his real name. When he came out of his mom named him Robert, okay? But since you all love calling him Roberto, he'll take that.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, it's 5 minutes after the hour of 3 o'clock. We are here to give you your entertainment news. Here's what's happening. No date has been set for Vincy Mass 2022, but preparations are well on the way. The St. Vincent Carnival Development Corporation on Tuesday posted a flyer declaring that Vincy Mass will be held next year from June 24th to July 5th. On its Facebook page, the Vincy Carnival Corporation said the allocated dates for Vincy Mass follows the same logic every year. It starts from the last Friday in June. This means in 2022, it will be June 24th to July 5th. No details were given regarding the actual presentation of the popular carnival, though some speculated that it might be a virtual event. However, Vincimas 2022 will be decided based on advice from the island's medical experts. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently experiencing a spike in COVID-19 cases thanks to the presence of the Gamma variant on the islands. St. Vincent is the second Caribbean country to post dates for a carnival in 2022. Last week, the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation launched a calendar of events for 19 days of carnival, with the opening of Carnival Village on April 16th and closing with the burning of King Momo on May 3rd. And that was your entertainment news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. 4 o'clock news comes up in about less than an hour's time. Tell you, when you see Carnival come back, people getting on stupid for spite, you know. Here's this new problem, child. It's called For Spite. It was released 1 day ago.
We getting on bad. 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 They say they playing mass. They can't play mass like we. They drinking rum. They can't drink rum like we. They say they're wild. Tell them they lie. We are the maddest, wildest thing. We run up in the place. I shall lay down for fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. Beat down and tear it down for fight. 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 You think you see mass? You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. Working with the track. You think you see mass? You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. Working with the track. I don't tell them that we making a mess. That is my destiny in the contest. Hopeful girl. We are at this wildest thing. We run up in the place. I shall lay down for fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. Beat down and tear it down for fight. 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 You think you see mass? You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. Working with the track. You think you see mass? You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. You don't see nothing yet. Working with the track. UK shall right now. Brooklyn shall right now. Toronto shall right now. This is not no peanut shall. Vinci shall right now. Grenada shall right now. Trini shall right now. The whole world shall. They say they playing mass. They can't play mass like we. They drinking rum. They can't drink rum like we. They say they're wild. Tell them they lie. We are the maddest, wildest thing. We run up in the place. I shall lay down for fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. For fight. For fight.
When you see Trinidad and Tobago get back at Carnival, they're getting on mad for spite. That's new problem, child. It's called For Spite. Hey, welcome the Christmas holidays this year with quality and attractive furniture from Stylus Furniture Limited. 2 locations, 51 Rushworth Street in San Fernando and 101 Cragness Village in Princestown. Select from a wide range of contemporary furniture to enhance your homes. Now open on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Give them a call, Stylus Furniture Limited at 652-2542. And Stylus Furniture Limited, you know, they are expressing season's greetings to all of their wonderful customers and friends. Stylus Furniture Limited, for the style in you. So if you know you have to get a piece of furniture for your home, just to spruce up the place for Christmas, check out Stylus Furniture Limited. Right? You know, long time every Christmas you had to buy something fresh.
Yeah, buy fresh.
Well, I mean, we had to make do it what we have now.
Nah, you look like you're fresh.
I good.
You look like you're fresh.
I tell you, the only thing I'm looking for is a Christmas tree.
True.
Yeah. I get a
if
Christmas
I want
tree.
cup one and salad.
If what?
If I want sauce one and come on.
All right, leave me alone, please. You say you was going to play some voice notes?
Yeah, let's clear up these voice notes.
Precious and Robert, good afternoon. Not because one party is getting on with all the foolishness. You all must say it do have role model again for people to look up to. Or for children to look up to. Not people, but children. You know? It have out there. But one said do the wrong and do all the nastiness on air, people don't talk about that. So they just want to put everybody in one basket. It have people out there where you could look up to as a role model still. It have. Right? Not on one side, but on the other side it have. Anybody I feel join that UNC party, there is just like them. Right? Because you can't tell me you see somebody going all the wrong and you still like that party and want to go into it. Tarnishing people's name. I just want to know what the president is going to do. It hurts in my heart to see she messing up this woman's office. And I want to know what she's going to do after. Them just do all the wrong and they just still come back and get right on top of it, you know. I'm sick with them people. Even though another thing. All right, I don't talk politics, but apart from politics, it have plenty people out there where you can look up to as a role model. You know? Not because some go in the wrong way. Not all the people go in the wrong way. Look, for instance, like Precious go say, she look up to she parents as a role model. Just it how other people who have parents who is good people too. And they're looking up to them. So the word that they don't have no role model to look up to outside there again, that's not true. That's not right to say.
And I agree with you, Voice Noter. Yeah. There are role models out there. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just that, and this is my opinion, the youths and them gravitating to, you know, the music. Mm-hmm. And let's be real, especially a while ago we had a movement.
Oh, yeah.
And the movement, while the music was nice and they put in a good mood and its vibes,
yeah,
it wasn't the most positive, you know, lyrics. But that's what the youth was gravitating to. But caller, if you misinterpreted us, we did not say. I don't think we said that there aren't any role models out there. Of course, there are role models out there. I mean, you might have to look for them, but they're out there. What I remember saying is that the community leaders, people that we label as community leaders, in my opinion, they are really not. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Hey!
You are Nigerian?
Good afternoon, Mr. Barrett. How are you?
Good afternoon, Precious.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Blessings, man.
Robert.
Good afternoon, Precious. Let me lay something out to you. That's your name, and?
Yes.
So let me explain to you how parenting works. Your father stopped your mother from going to work. Because I created a precious, something of value. You understand that, sister? You understand how you get your name? Because your father was a man who placed value on that 9 months. You see, mommy coming there? I have something of value coming after that 9 months. That's precious to me. That is valuable to me. That is what's going on. The $100 is joke. $1,000 is joke. $1 million is joke. Because you are precious.
So that's the
foundation of your parenting. So once I put that precious into you, I expect something precious coming out of
you.
Oh, yes.
Me.
So you understand
where existence.
That is where parenting comes in.
Very, very important.
Yes.
So you understand your father was a parent and your mother was also a parent. Right, so let me explain to you. Aisha started it with a man there. Today, children, I was born in the 60s. And in my growing up, I saw cocaine come to Trinidad. And I tell them, if you're going town, a car park, Give me all the time your pressure because I've been trying to get to you for the longest while. Opposite Boston Street Police Station, there's a 3-story or 5-story car park, not so?
Yep.
And it's full of what? I hear a man call them pipers yesterday. I'm not going to call them that.
Homeless people.
Homeless and people that are drug addicts. Because they are human beings. They are uncles, nephews, sisters, brothers, grandfathers.
Yeah.
You understand where the problem start, Precious? Because your father didn't become what we call an addict. So you remain precious.
Yeah.
But the neighbor down the road, grandfather became an addict. So the granddaughter can't be precious no more. She's now a dollar. You understand my point, sister? Because if mommy ain't do it and daddy ain't do it, grandmother or grandfather or uncle might do it.
Yeah.
But if my grandfather or uncle, if my generation before me end up as addicts, what do you think is going to happen to me if I don't have a role model that comes on the radio in the sense of Pastor Google, Pressure, Roberto, Aisha Wells, you name it. This radio station has role models.
Preach about it.
Right? It is up to us to clean our community. Let's go into Port of Spain and start see if we could get these addicts off the ads. Because it here as you outlined, long time to be a bad man, Roberto, in my community, I don't say be a bad man. So your parents go away to become no bad man. In your time, it's a different generation.
Yeah, it was a different vibe.
In my time, pan is war in tongue.
Yeah.
This side of pan side against that pan side.
Yeah, I heard about that era.
Right. So that has gone.
Yeah.
That has gone now. We have a Roberto.
Yeah.
What you have now, cocaine came in Roberto and started to interfere with my father and my uncle and my grandparents. And instead of we build up the community, we build up a what they call them, community leaders.
Yeah.
Come out on the block with a big gold chain and sit down. But he's having your parents and grandparents and uncles and nephews as addicts. And he is now taking the nieces and nephews of those addicts and turn them into a younger one than himself.
Oh, yes.
And the music is coming to make it feel that this is the right thing. Because when you complain, the same addict is telling you, leave my child alone. Don't tell him nothing because why? He wants to continue what he is doing because he is not responsible for the child. So let the child continue what he's doing. I don't want to see body. So I could continue doing why. You understand my point?
Yes.
Until we don't. Precious, we are a man. Here where he was from. And here a man going to court and defend him. And in his community, you're going and get money to bury them. You're going and get money for a temple. In my community, the only money you're getting is when the police lock up the drug dealer and somebody going to take bail for him. You understand my point, sister? And our Attorney General defend that for years. Said the man was a businessman. And then when he came Attorney General, he hanged the said same man. You understand? And it's the same very sad thing is playing off today with our president. Because we have an Attorney General is before the court. I had a lady come to the parliament and read out something on live sport to free a minister. Integrity, Precious. So if you think the people that we are looking up to in the parliament has that level of integrity, what you expect the man on the block? Youngster. Have you have a man tell me that our president is a homosexual?
I remember.
We have a man just recently a few days ago tell me our president is a homosexual. And he's in our parliament as a senator. I have a next one, naked, more disrespectful. And the person who put them there ain't saying what they say is wrong.
Wow.
Have you heard that said that they said is wrong? But the same person went after a young lady who on Facebook in 2013 and we find the young lady morality, Precious. Our society is losing its morality. Not that we don't have role models, you know. We have. We have to point it out who they are. Dr. Eric, my role model in growing up was Dr. Eric Williams, you know. And here we're going on. My fourth Minister of Transport that I know, a man called Mr. Hugh Francis. These were my role models, Precious.
That's the way you speak, you know.
Enjoy evening, gentlemen.
Blessings. Thanks for calling.
Brilliant sunrise over the hill. Just remind me of the master's will. In my land.
In my land.
Hidden talents among the crowd. Just give me
But we have a society that really lacks morality, integrity.
Yeah. No,
we place value on very little.
He hit a lot of points.
And we seeing it across the board. I think it was Uncle Leslie. If it's not you, somebody else. I can't remember. Talk about when you're watching the Parliament. When you're watching Parliament channel. If you're a child and you're looking at that because your parents looking at it and you seeing the conduct of some of these politicians. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Can I speak to you off the air for a minute?
You'll have to call us back at after 4 o'clock.
I'm calling from Canada. You have a WhatsApp. Can I call this number after 4 o'clock?
We're gonna call you.
Yeah, we seeing the number showing up.
Yeah, we're gonna call you
we'll
after.
call you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll wait for your call.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. We are finding a number now.
We'll find it. Hey.
Andy, will you come out?
Well, Michael, you can't play music.
Papa, so we coming for? Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Welcome.
And as your listeners, and I'm thankful for Mr. Barrett of the detailed contribution on what's going on as the role models and why these communities are very plagued with a lot of problems because of structure. Now, you have a friend that I think you normally embrace, I think it's Andy, who believe that the way out of some of these things are the politicians, and that's one of the biggest problems we have. Because, let me tell you something first, Robert. What is about relation to community structure? Because I grew up real poor, and I made that point already, where my teachers were my role model, and they were supported by my parents. My parents were very, very poor. So they depended on me going to school and concentrating on the teachers. That model exists in all the communities today, except ours. You see teachers, they give you good guidance. Now, most of the time, it is in our communities, number one, is it starts with the parents. And as you transcend up to, getting older, it moves to, let's say, the community in relation to sports, in relation to church, in relation to activities you want your child in. If you don't have those things, you have a problem. So there's a lot of, when normally people say, I like to come to your community. Now I grew up with a mixed community with East Indian and African people. So I know for a fact that during the cricket season, you have a lot of cricket. During the football season, you have a lot of football. You look at our communities and see in communities where you have strictly African people. Let's take Beetham. And I don't want to feel I'm down on Beetham, but I'm using Beetham as, let's say, I would use a community in Barrack 4 or Penal. During the cricket season, that's what they do. It has nothing to do with the government, You have people, like in down in South, you have a lot of people, what you call cricket clubs. They have organizations sponsoring those cricket clubs. They are private, and you pay, and you register a team, and you play among yourselves. Beetham against Picton. It's cricket they play in South. In Port of Spain, what do they play? Now, in fairness to Kamla Prasad, which is once in a while, she has something called, I think, a basketball league. 1 year she had it. $1 million. I think Laventil won that. And because she didn't have it the next year, Laventil never had, what did they do with that money? They never formed a structure to continue training the guys in basketball. It fell away because there's no leaders outside of politics. You don't ever look, politicians guide you in relation to building your schools, having the teachers, having the community centers, having everything. It's what the community does with what they give to create structure. And then again, the politicians hinge on it because they want votes. It happens in all communities except ours. The other aspect, business. When you go in an East Indian community, you have business. You have somebody have a fast place. You have somebody have a mechanic shop. You have somebody. So when youth coming up, you could go to that mechanic shop. If you reach age 16, 17 after school, you could get training right in that mechanic shop, right in that gas station. What do we have? We don't have that. So what you get, like Barataria said, people move into areas what we call community leaders, and that's the end of your son. That's the end of your child. And unless parents who are the, what you call, in the root cause, unless they handle that, our communities will never change. Not the politicians like Andy indicates. I always hear him. He makes a good contribution. But see that notion that politicians take care of communities? No, they don't. No, they don't. They put the structure and we hinge on it. But good program. I'm grateful for my colleague with that contribution in relation to a different sector, because what he was saying before ago, the man he was talking about in his community, the alleged, he was hanged by Mr. Ramesh Miraj when he fought the case. That man never had gang warfare in his community. His community could have drive street any day and look at the house. You cannot do that in some communities that we have gangs. If I have a young son, he will be at risk. That's the difference. And they have nothing to do with politicians. Because when a community is out of hand, Precious and Robert, the only person to deal with a community is the police. You all take care. Good program. All the best.
Society, in case you're wondering, that voice song is real familiar, you know. That's Marshall Montano when he was a baby. And my country. Good afternoon, Andy. Oh, you come out.
You come out.
With tape and thing, you come to measure. Papa, you come to build.
Papa. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You come to build the community.
Show them the tape.
No, yeah.
Show them the tape.
Because I hear a lot talking about role models.
Role models.
Yeah. Who's your role model?
My mother. I mean, she dead now, but
yeah, she died.
She remains, and she remains your role model.
Yeah.
And if they're hearing you, because you're like a Freddie Mike. Your mom is your role model. Yeah. My parents, I must say, was my first, and they remain my role models. I love my parents very, very, very much. Yeah. You know, Andy, you know, where in your community is Santa Cruz?
Well, no, by that St. James, man.
Well, St. James and Santa Cruz now, where you say, I'm sure, you know, there are young men in your community who look at you every morning with your toolbox,
and you
jump in your van, you know, they see you as a hard worker, and you don't know, them could be watching you and say, I wish I could be like he, boy. Every morning I see you going out and working hard, boy. It takes nothing to stop while you're making your way out. To, you know, stop and talk to, you know, the young people on the block. Just ask them how they going. What going on with you? Why ain't doing nothing? Why every morning I pass and I see you on the block. When I come home from work, I see you on the block. And you will be amazed of their stories. And, you know, you into the construction just by listening to them. You might get to understand, you know, them fellas and them could work with their hands, you know. Give them a little job as a helper. I think our mistake as adults, as the elders, is passing them straight. Like if they do exist.
I'm just saying, well, okay, but they are no good.
Yeah.
Without even getting to know them.
Yeah, correct.
You understand? But I plenty of them that I teach trade.
Yeah.
I always tell them, listen, once you're working with me, I don't want you to stay working with me.
Yeah.
If you want to, that's your business. But learn.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
And build your own business.
Exactly.
That's
right?
smart.
Fish. Don't let me have to keep fishing for you.
Oh, yes.
I teach you how to fish.
Yes.
You understand?
Correct.
But some does take it, some doesn't take it. But
Why you feel some don't take it?
because, well...
They just caught up or just like the fast life?
No, but you see, when you are accustomed eating fast food,
right.
it's kind of hard for you to be a vegetarian after.
I like when they come with it. You come with them metaphors on them and you hit them up for 6. But you're getting on today.
So
Oh,
when I accustomed to this fast food, you give me a fish.
Yeah. And broccoli.
I supposed to eat
I never see a broccoli in all my years. No, I just saying.
You see me, I'm a broccoli. And Google was giving us a story yesterday that as a child and even as a young adult, that is one vegetable he never liked, broccoli, but he love it now. Don't come wrong with the broccoli.
But you know, we wasn't talking about food really. You know? That's just a metaphor.
Take back a fish, Andy. Love when Mr. Bego Sunshine sent us a message a while ago, you know. Call me now, what's going on? Sandra is saying a caller a short while ago talked of the mentality of people giving HDC houses who burn garbage and leave it at the back of the houses and the townhouses. You explain to them you are asthmatic and can't take the smoke, but it's okay. These people not even buying garbage bags. Also, the loud, disturbing bass music that affects people's hearing. Then the deafening noise from the bass, like if a radio off the station. So I mean, when you get your HDC house and thing and you move into the people and them nice communities, that's some order now.
Yeah, order.
Don't want burn garbage because you're accustomed burning garbage where you come from.
No, but as you said that, it's like, okay, people are say Lavante. But how come when these people get these HDC house and they're gone in them areas? Why do you have to leave your bad ways where it was? Yeah, you come into a good community, all right? No,
Soul and body,
wherever, right? When all come together now, why don't they bring that same mentality there?
Soul and body,
plan them place and burning garbage.
Soul and body go hand in hand.
Garbage bags and dispose of your garbage in the areas that they presented there for you.
And they have places to put the bin, you know?
Yeah.
They want to burn it.
But I want to pick for man that day, but let me bring it up now, question. How come only gangsters get the big jobs?
What big jobs?
When they call like community leaders. How come a man who have
see that whoever fill the zero one?
Yeah, why when you half an hour again here? Lead that for another day.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But how come? Why?
Just now it's 4 o'clock. Let me take a call. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Precious.
Welcome.
Peace and blessings.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon, Mr. Robert.
What?
Yes, I am humble.
All right, no.
Better known as Rebelto. Nice. Blessings. I was normally listening to all you, and I hear all you this evening in the program talking about role models. Yeah, and the way I go say, my grandmother was my role model. Yeah?
Same.
Because I born and meet my grandmother struggling as a woman in the marketplace doing she thing, you understand? And I used to watch that and always say, well, sometime in life, once you are blessed you and you have life, health and strength, you yourself have to make things better for you. Yeah? And the part with the children rebel to and Miss Precious. And I love your laughing, Miss Precious. Yeah, you have a sweet voice. Blessings to that voice you have.
All right,
yeah? But rebel to?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is happening? The problem we having with the youths today, rebel to, I'm telling you as man.
Tell me.
It's from us. Us, the parent. You know why I'm telling you that, Rebelto?
Tell me.
When you was growing up, your father friend wasn't your friend, eh?
No.
Your mother, Precious, your mother friend wasn't your friend, right?
I feel like you're going on Prince, go on your way.
You better go inside when your mother or your father friend come.
Somebody called you?
You understand? They mightn't tell you nothing one time, you know.
Yeah.
But you see, after the people gone, you start to shake. Yeah, because you don't understand what could take place.
Yeah.
And this is the problem, Miss Precious and Mr. Robert, that we lost that
respect
to each generation.
Yes, scholar. Respect.
Because parent and friend and children, everybody saying down together.
Hey, everybody laughing and giving.
Yeah.
Give.
If you go and complain, Robert.
Tell me.
I remember when I was going to school, Robert. I come up by evening with some friends. We coming home. And I see they going in a yard. Cleaning the yard. So I stand up by the gate watching. Yeah, them come now, man. Come in. Well, I going in. Robert, when I catch myself, I see it making dark. I say, what trouble is this boy's night? Robert?
Yes.
By pay so my man fly can catch me.
I'm telling you.
Immediately, if not before.
When it's 6 o'clock and it start to get dark.
Yeah.
Robert, when I coming home, everybody I meet. Where you coming from?
Oh,
you know how long your mother looking for you?
Oh gosh,
yeah.
Listen, God don't give you. Don't go to destroy a city without a warning.
I'm telling you, Robert, the kind of licking I get.
Bring it out.
You know how today I come a gray man. And ain't even know, because whoever see me tell my mother where they see me.
He cleaning yard.
You're not up to today. My mother never say, boy, you know, it's Robert tell me that, you know, it's Precious tell me that. Up to today, Robert, I don't know who tell my mother where they see me, but they know definitely where they see me is the message they bring. Yeah. But if your friend do your child something and you go and complain, or you see the neighbor child in the road and they're doing wrong and you complain, the same parent going and tell the child, you know, Mr. Robert come and tell me X, or Miss Precious come and tell me Z.
Yeah.
And who is you to talk to my child, and who is you to tell my child this?
Culture change.
So this is where we generation, this is where we paying for now, Precious and Robert. Because just tell you, the last generation go be a disturbing generation. So all we crying and reeling and bawling here. We see fire, we just see the fire lighting, you know. We see it blaze up yet, you know. And Robert, not too long up in Specials, not too long from now, we go see the blaze of that fire.
Oh, yes.
Where we create, is we created. Don't blame the youth, blame we, the parent.
Yes, brother.
Yeah? So only have a peaceful, a blessed evening, and only take you on Jar Nation Road for me, please, yeah?
Caller. Let me ask you a question. When you went and cut the yard, but you get paid?
But then in different currency.
He get paid, but he get licks. That making any sense? Hey, there's something for everyone at Lowlands Mall in Tobago, where you and your entire family can enjoy a safe and superior shopping experience. All of your favorite stores, service outlets, and of course food court outlets are open and ready for your visit. Food court takeaway is still available, or you can dine in with a valid vaccination card. All COVID-19 protocols continue to be in place for the safety of all visitors to the mall. And remember, no mask, no entry. Visit Tobago's #1 family destination today, Lowlands Mall in Tobago, with comfortable air-conditioned shopping and lots of secure parking. So tell your friends, tell your family, Lowlands Mall Tobago is open and ready for your visit. Brooklyn calling. Good afternoon.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Robert.
Yeah, man.
I had to come back in. Because I listened to the last caller here, right? He's saying it, the last generation going to be a destructive generation. And he said, we creating this generation. But I want to tell him that in any destruction, there's always a solution. And if we could prevent the destruction from happening, what we waiting on? This is why we're here. Because if we know that somewhere along the line it is written that they have our last generation to be the worst, it's up to us to the, whilst we have life in us, to make sure that doesn't happen. Right? So we have to come together and find a way to make sure that don't happen. And I'm going to tell you something quick, Robert.
Yeah.
You see with relationships now with these youths, you see, let me talk for myself. You see, as a youth, if I know that I have a problem with something, for instance, when I reach a certain age where I start to have my girlfriend and thing, you know, I always want a girlfriend smarter than me. When I say smarter, she might not have much common
To
sense.
take your money and thing?
But she must be bright, very educated. Somebody
I understand what you're going.
Learn from.
Yes.
You understand? I do not want a girlfriend who I can't learn nothing from. And I say learn because I go tell you something. Your mother make you, your teacher teach you. Sometimes your teacher may teach you and your teacher might teach you everything. You still need little. And when you're looking for a woman in your life, you're looking for somebody. Remember, your woman is there with you for the rest of your life. So if you don't know and your woman don't know and only have a family, what will happen to the children? They would not know neither. Because you don't know, mother don't know. So who doing homework?
You understand me?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of the young generation finding themselves in a serious hole. And they need to understand. As I said, that's for me. You know. If I figure I have a problem somewhere, I know. And as I say, if I can cook, whilst I cooking, she doing homework and educating. So at the end of the day, guess what? My children learning to cook and they learn in this school. So they're already more advanced than me. You understand? This is how we have to look at fixing the problems in the home. People always want to blame the parent, but what is your solution? Blame the parents, but if the parents don't even know for themselves, if somebody don't know something, you can't blame them because they do not know. They need help. This is where we just lost, you know. And this is why we reach a place where we just waiting to see the worst to happen. And we have to find ways of changing the worst from happening and bring the good. Start bringing the good, and we need people to help these children from at a young age. When a young couple make children, they need counseling. They need people there in the hospital to take them to find out how, where they need that extra assistance with.
Where when and start.
Yes. So that when now that child, you overlooking that young couple with that child, you knowing what's going on and you making sure that child is safe. Where is these things? Like, we could go on and on, but we have to we have to find a way to get these things in our play. Because as I say, if I don't know and the mother don't know, you expect the children to know. Because who teaching the children lost.
Thank you so much.
So we know.
Thank you so much. Well said. We kind of pressed for time. We want to squeeze in as much calls as we can. I want to send some love going out to Ronald. Ronald is locked on and listening. Also to Aaron. Aaron is locked on and listening as well. 342-008-177-1179 and 466-5391. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Afternoon, Precious.
Blessings. Yeah.
Now, Brooklyn, I'm not sympathetic with you, but I disagree. The fact is that you have many homes. And I'll give a personal example. My niece, my mom, do have more education as well. So they don't come with all 1 and 2. They have multiplication from and the circle of students in, you can get classes. You can get the people out there. Not so much the parents. The parents could be the motivated, they don't know. But once a child in a circle of the correct friends and everything, they can be successful. Parents, especially protectors, they don't go outside.
You're breaking up,
you're well breaking up.
Rowley Jr., you're breaking up.
Your connection bad. Call us back. Call us back. Christine is saying, good afternoon, Precious and Robert. Good topic. My father never let my mother work. I was an only child. My husband never let me work. My husband used to say it's only a mother should bring up her children, and I am almost 68 years old. You have a voice note from Mr. Bigo? Sunshine?
Afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, guys. It's trying to call in. I did it. I'm not a student today.
Okay. We can't understand anything that's going on there, Mr. Bigo Sunshine. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Robert? What's up?
We good. How are you?
Wait.
Only thing in my head, stand up.
Papa.
Wait. Alien man?
Hear this up.
I just want to make a quick contribution.
Yeah.
All right. If it's quick, I ain't gonna get it.
And parents and things. You know we leave, you know? If parents, let's use boys. This is a pet peeve I have with this discussion. It has children that miserable that do not have parents. So how are we gonna move forward when the parentless children only ain't people talking about children with parents and the parents are the straight up. You understand that? But we have to cater for those who are under the guardian, for those who are under the grandmothers, who are under the aunties. So when we keep here.
Hello? Hello? He gone. He gone.
Yeah, man. Why you going?
Oh, you call him up. Good afternoon.
All right.
Hey, finally.
Oh no.
Wait.
What's up?
Everybody.
This program getting real hot.
Papa.
Papa.
Well, Papa. But anyway, let me make my contribution, Precious.
Yes, yes.
Now, the topic is a very interesting one. I like some about that point. I just want to make my contribution. Now, the youth channel, right? There's a lot of youth right now, they're going astray and all these kind of things. But sometimes when we approach these youth channel, we address them as fighters and monsters and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
They don't go down well because you see, let me tell you something, You remember these fellas and they're lost. They grow up in a certain thing and some of them want to get out of it. I had the liberty of talking to many of them. And you ask them, what it is you want out of life? What you think you feel, if you get a chance to do something better, what it is? And these are the questions I ask them. And they say, boy, I wish I could do so anyway. You know, sometimes you go to do a work by somebody and they will treating you, they will talking to you. It's like they don't have no hope. So you're going to be good for a few days and then after you're getting the same ridicule from people and things. You understand? So the approach with each other has to be different, right? First thing we have to do is to find out what it is they want out of life. What is it? What we could do to change your life. What we could do. If I were to help you, what it is you want to see.
Yes, scholar.
Yes, sir. Where you want to go.
Yes,
what you want me to do. How I could help you. And these will be
yes, preaching.
That's one point. The next thing is, what I would like. Now, you see, talking about the youth and them is all right, but we need solutions as well. No, correct. I saw development lately in Laventille and thing, and it was, to me, it was a very interesting one. Now, if the Minister of National Security and Social Development and all these kind of things come together and rest, have a program. Now, I see them fellas boxing. Now, I see this as an avenue to get the fellas that have put down the guns. And so here what's going on. Let me make this thing interesting. All they want to have it out, do it legally in the ring. Make it legal. Let them fellas do their battle in the ring. And they could get something from it. They could get, I would say to go on WhatsApp, two fellas have it out and already. But, you know, have it clean, if you understand what I'm saying. And make this into something long time. People enjoy watching wrestling and thing. I mean, why not do it into something and let these fellas ensure they put down the guns? You understand? You have to do something. If these fellas like to do, you know, make it into a program or some kind of thing with these fellas have to come and show this themselves. Earn something, it could bring in revenue, it could do something. You understand what I'm saying? It has so many things you could do.
So true.
Right?
Well said, caller. Thank you so much. We press for time and we have plenty calls on the line, all right? I also have to read some I also have to give you some information. Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches are now fully open. So if you need their services, give them a call at 225-4865 or toll free 800-2020, all right? And remember, Value Optical, caring for your eyes. Hello, good afternoon.
We lost that call?
Also, if you're looking for hardware, building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, you can get them at Johnny Q Hardware. They are located at number 15 Arapita Avenue in Woodbrook, and their new locations are in Lowlands Mall, Tobago. That's off the Claude Noel Highway. Also, Johnny Q Hardware, they carry gravel and sand, as well as Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries starting from $488. So give them a call at 63 Tools.
Give me good reason to be proud of my nation. The joy and the camaraderie.
Love going out to Donna, also to Stefan. Stefan is saying, these callers preaching, head of the class, Mr. Brooklyn. Carlene is saying, morals and values. Mr. Bigo Sunshine is saying, Precious, I sent a voice note, was calling, but I'm not home. I'm out whole day. I'm not going home. We couldn't hear anything on the
we couldn't hear anything. When I say walk through your community, when I mean walk through, I mean like walk through your community. Not drive through. Stop on a block. And you know, talk to the Mintmen and them. You know, I did that in Gonzales the other day, and I say, where's here? Serious or no? I walked through there the other day, and I say, where's here? Because the atmosphere, everybody's just in a bubble. They don't know what is outside there now.
Let me take this call. Oh gosh, it gone. Sorry about that caller. We have like 10 more minutes, so if you're calling, call us now, all right? Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah.
They're so contained in the little bubble.
They're just contained now. They don't know what's going on outside.
Yeah.
Like you see how me and you would, you know? Galavant for yourself? Yeah, them in Galavant, and that's all.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this caller one more time. Yeah.
I love my country.
Hello?
Hello?
I love my land.
Hey, focus.
I love my society.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Miss Shara.
What's going on?
Precious and Robert. Good. I listened to all you and I want to drop down here with laugh. Listen, you need to carry on another part of this program, eh? And you need to try to get young people to call in. Because, let me tell you, Rowley Jr., Bataria, and but still in Hiddydale on the head.
Yeah.
And it is the fact and it is the truth. So we can't get away from that. I'm loving it. I mean, away from the politics of what, you know, I love my politics.
Yes.
But sometimes you just have to kind of move away. And this is exactly what the young people need to know.
Yeah.
And they need to call in and tell us who are your role models and why.
Yes.
If it's Bovado, it's this, it's that, but tell me why.
Yeah.
You understand?
Truly.
And the fact of the matter is, our young people, they're moving away from the target, the goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's too much of peer pressure.
Yes, that's
you want your
what's
children good inside. And they come outside and they want to be accepted as one of them. And precious, you know, when they're inside with you, oh, come, yes, mommy. And then they go on, yeah, dog.
I love your point.
What's going on, dog?
I love your point. When the inside is, yes, mommy, no,
I'm
mommy.
telling you,
but when the outside is a whole different scene.
It's the naked truth. But let me tell you, precious, you know I love you. So don't bother, you know I love you. But I love to hear Robert. Robert is cracking up. Robert, just give me a cartoon thing when you're ready there. I know where you get that.
Bring it out.
Yeah, boy. Good program. But you need to do a second part of this.
Thank you
so much.
So, guys, enjoy your day. I'm gone. Precious, you must call me, please. I'm gone.
I'll call you after the program. Now, let me tell you something. When you see you have a woman like Miss Sharon,
comment. Yeah.
I got 10 feeling like the bite of shilling for that. Shilling and no value. But when you have people like Sharon, Felix calling you.
Yeah. Nobody.
I go take the bite of shilling feeling.
Yeah. No, serious. And you know what's going on? You see what Miss Felix said there? When they inside, you want bread and butter? Yes, mommy.
No, mommy.
I want a box of dead when you're on the block. I want a box of dead, daddy.
Trust me, I see it.
Daddy.
Trust me, I see it.
Trust me, I try it. Trust me, I try it. And then I say, but that being fake.
No, but this week,
it being fake.
But just this week, me and one get away for that. Because when she around she mother, listening gospel, But when the mother not there,
you're listening, Gaza. Yes, listen.
some people never hear before.
6,007.
Songs that I never hear.
Wow.
I can't even hear.
No, I'm talking about songs from right there by the underground. It can't
Oh,
play
the underground.
Can't play here.
Wow.
It will not play on the station.
You can't listen because it's more obscene than
music. Say it, yeah.
So guys, we're getting ready to wrap up. I must apologize that, we really didn't get to play much of your requests.
Yes.
But it was because the topic was so interesting and, the callers were coming in and...
I would like to do a part 2 on this. And let's get a youth.
Yeah.
I'll source a youth.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. And you pull a youth, I pull a youth.
Yeah.
Bet.
I is a youth.
You don't know youth.
You're fooling yourself.
I said I agree on you.
Oh, lost that one.
I said I agree here and volume about youth.
No, that's stress.
What's stressing you, so?
So guys, hi Philomena in the US. You're coming late, girl. Janky. Big up to Janky. Let's take this final one. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait.
Afternoon to you both.
Mommy.
Good afternoon. You're the final caller.
Yes, I'm the final caller. Robert and Precious, everything all right with you all?
We did.
We good.
Well, I listen to you all and I enjoying it. I love my country.
Papa.
I love my Prime Minister. Reach home safe and have a good one.
Thank you so much. Pam. So guys, that's all the time we have. I want to thank all of the callers, all the viewers, all the listeners, and we do share the same sentiments. I love my country. You remember Boris? You would know Boris. Happy Boris. I love my country. I love my country.
What you love about your country?
I love the people. I like how
do not let the lightning strike.
I like how we don't take things serious all the time. I like we food. I like we beaches.
I like when.
Okay, well, I go on Carnage.
Well, no. Oh, go Maracas.
No, but if she have a preference, then do you know that?
No,
people like
people are good people, you know.
No, we are.
Yeah, we just let the politics divide us, but deep down, we are good people.
You have a line with, man, old talk. We could old talk. Chile people could old talk. Yeah? I don't even know yet. You start old talk.
God say you coming for the world tonight and we go have a line.
Yeah, old talk and line. And Millie. Punching and cooking you. That's why I agree.
So guys, we are here. News coming up next, alright? And of course, Aisha Wells, she follows.
Yeah. Well, you know it's heat.
Heat in the place.
Yeah.
Hotter than the sun. You better run.
Listen. We no talk about that. We no talking about that.
Aisha coming in hotter than the sun.
Let's go for
if you're not ready for this, you better
have a blessed one.
Don't bring in the...
Alright. Okay.
You're playing that?
Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpson's Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving.